Hello and welcome to another one of D's ADD videos. Today we're going to look at some basic examples of Laplace transforms. If you remember the definition of a Laplace transform, we're going to be taking the integral from 0 to infinity of these functions, doing improper integrals. Later on, when we're more familiar, we'll be using this table here to do our transforms, but for now we're going to use integral. So, what is the integral formula? Well, it's the integral from 0 to infinity of f of t, in this case my f of t is 3, e to the negative st dt. So, step 1 is to plug in your f of t. So in this case, it's an improper integral because of that infinity, and the way we take care of that is we take the limit as some arbitrary constant approaches that infinity. So do that and evaluate the integral. So in this case, limit as a approaches infinity. This is a u substitution, or you could remember the fact that e, anytime you're integrating e to the number t, I guess in this case, dt, will equal e to the number t over that number. In this case, the number would be the negative s. Okay, so if you want to remember this general rule for the integral of e to the number t, that always works. All right. But let's say you forgot it, you'd have to do u substitution, and you would let u equal negative st, du would equal that, divide both sides by negative s, you get that, plug in, you get this, integral of e to the u is just e to the u. Either way, you end up with this as your final answer. It has to be evaluated between a and 0. So at that point, all I did was rewrite this a little bit by taking care of this negative exponent. Anytime you have a negative exponent, that tells you that you have to move either from the numerator to the denominator or from the denominator to the numerator. In this case, it's top to bottom, and then it changes to a positive. As you can see, there's no longer a negative exponent. So now if we evaluate it between a and 0, it's always the top bound minus the bottom bound. And in this case, we would get SA and then SE to the 0. Well, since a is approaching infinity, e to the infinity is infinity. Constant times infinity is also infinity. So you get negative 3 over infinite. So anytime you have a finite number over infinity, that goes to 0. So then you're left with 3 over s e to the 0. Anything to the 0 power goes to 1. So there it is. And if you were to check your table, you would see that anytime we have a number like 1, it'll be 1 over s, but we have 3 times the 1, so it'd be 3 over s, which is indeed what we got. All right? So I hope I've cleared up any confusion that you might have with this basic example of how to do a Laplace transform using the formal definition. Make sure you check out the other videos. The next example, if you want to go ahead and try it, will be e to the negative 2t. All right? So practice, practice, practice is the key as always. You're going to use this formula, and you're going to integrate improper integral, review your improper integral rules, but basically all you do is take the limit as some constant approaches that infinite value. All right? Check out the intermediate videos and advanced videos. Practice, practice, practice. Thank you and have a nice day.